Are we all sick? Are we all collectively sick, guys? And even so, we will still keep the show going because that's how we are at Hangover. Welcome to another episode, guys, of Hangover with yours truly. My name is Shy Chasers. Let me just remind you that even though we're called Hangover and I call you Chasers, drink your water, hydrate properly the right way, and take care of yourself, okay? All right, so just a quick disclaimer, just a quick reminder before we start the show. I'm waiting. Drink your water. Good job. Okay, so for today's episode, we've got a very special up-and-coming artist who's already actually made their way, giving their name all around and just making an impact with their music. Please welcome here on Hangover, SHANNi. Hi.
Hey guys! Kamusta kayo?
I am sick. Thank you for asking.
Get well soon.
How about you? Are you may sakit ka ba ba?
Sana naman hindi magkaroon.
Yes, sana naman. So,
Okay,
you know what?
magkasakit.
Let's this distance. This is okay. At
Social
nag-spray naman ako ng
distancing.
alcohol kanina, so okay lang rin, guys. See, we don't want to bring the face shield and stuff like before. So, keep safe. Okay. Anyway, SHANNi, I'm so curious right off the bat. I want to ask you about your name. That it's stylized in a different way. It's SHANNi. SHANNi.
Yeah.
Ganun siya.
SHANNi.
So it's capital SHANN. That was small I. So is there a story behind that? Was it intentional?
Yeah, so originally, like, nung nag-iisip ako ng stage name, actually, yung real name ko is Ashanti.
Oh,
So,
like
like
the
R&B
artist-
singer.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
But, dapat Shanti. And then I was like, oh, may Shanti dope
May Shanti
na.
dope. Yeah. Yes.
So, parang tinanggal ko lang yung T. So, parang it sounds cute. Parang SHANNi. Tapos
Uh-huh.
like, trip ko lang talaga like small letter I.
Uh-huh.
Kasi it looks cute.
Siguro like when you write your name in general, it's capital letters.
Yeah.
Tapos pag yun I, ginagawa ko mali.
Yeah, like a small letter.
Gets. But oh, that's cute that you were also, if you know, you know. Young ones, you probably don't know who Ashanti is, but never mind. I digress. But cool artist. And also another cool artist with us here. So we're excited. We're excited to hear your song. In fact, actually earlier we already heard you perform one of your songs. And later on, you're going to be performing another one for us. So that's something you guys could watch out for. If you want to hear more from SHANNi, then wait along. We're going to ask a lot of questions about her personal and professional life, and again performance later on. So as early as now, let me just remind you, you can share this video. It is for free, libre, walang bayad. Share nyo na sa lahat ng friends nyo, sa wall nyo, sa kalaban nyo, sa kaaway nyo, whichever, whomever. Go ahead. All right, so back to you, SHANNi. Before we officially get into the main part of the interview, we have a ritual here at Hangover, and that is to ask for a certain TMI, like too much information kind of thing, like something about yourself that you may want to share or not want to share, but because you're put in the spot, medyo wala kang choice and you're gonna want to share to us. Baka meron ka naman.
Okay. So, before ako mag-TMI, gusto ko muna i-greet yung driver ko kasi birthday niya today. Si Kuya Joel. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Kaya pala may paletsyon pinapadeliver mamaya. At yung palabok, oh sir, thank you.
Yeah, may
ko po yan,
paletsyon siya. May
Thank you
paletsyon.
talaga, sir. That's the kind of attitude I want here at Hangover. Okay, so happy birthday to you.
Happy
But that's not a
birthday.
TMI.
That's not TMI. Siguro, may TMI. I don't know if TMI siya, pero like on the way here, nakaisip ako ng melody, like random, like na melody in my head. So like, maybe new song in the future.
Actually, sa sobrang galing ni SHANNi, ayun na po, nasa likod po ng van nila, recording studio, nagawa na yung song. So kaya medyo we started a bit late lang, like 3 minutes late lang naman. Kasi nagawa na yung song, ganun kagaling si SHANNi, guys. So
Yun
that's
naman.
the song they're performing later on, by the way. At talaga, so when you have a melody in your head or something, like how do you keep it? Like, I'd imagine kasi kung ako, forgetful, whatever. But how would you?
Usually, I record it sa phone agad, like, when I hear, like, melody in my head. So, yun talaga yung writing process ko. Like, laging melody yung nauuna pag nag-write ako ng songs. And then, I'll find the chords and then lyrics. So, laging una yung melody.
Oh,
So, yeah.
in all of your songs so
Yeah.
far, ganun. Sabi mo nga yung writing process mo. Well, we're looking forward to that. Sana wag niyo pong kalimutan i-credit po yung Hangover na kasi papunta ka nun dito eh. 'Di ba? You were on the way here.
Thanks to
Yun ang
Hangover.
kwento. Hindi ko alam, mapilit ko lang na may credit kami. Okay.
Credits to
Well, thanks
Hangover.
for that. Now, let's talk about the song you performed earlier. It was called Sikretong Tayo Lang May Alam. Diba? And it's for the people who long for someone and love them strongly, even in the most quiet of ways. Diba? What piece of advice can you give to someone who wants to love loudly but is fearful of the circumstances? For whatever reason, they choose to keep the love to themselves lang.
So, background muna. Like, about sa song. Chismis! So, like, I wrote this song actually after the Pride Month. Like, na-release ko siya after the Pride Month. Pero, like, nasulat ko siya during the Pride Month pala. So, parang napansin ko kasi nung mga time na yun, parang madaming hindi pa out sa family or friends. So, yung advice ko is, kung mahal mo yung person, ipaglaban mo. Like, kahit mahirap pa yung situation, like, worth the risk.
Kahit ang daming like against it,
Yeah.
or has a different look towards it, paglaban lang. Kung wala naman kayo sinasaktang iba, kung wala namang mali.
As
diba?
long as wala kayong tinatapakan na tao.
So,
Yeah.
kaya yun ang inspiration mo for the song na Sikretong Tayo Lang May
Yeah,
Alam.
kumbaga parang us against the world vibes. Parang you can love quietly, but feel it loudly in your heart. Ganun.
How would you
Yeah.
feel kung ang mga gumagamit ng song na to ay ang mga nanloko? Hala!
Ay, sorry, hindi po counted.
Hindi po kayo kasali
Hindi po kayo
sa
kasali.
demographics ng nakikinig ng song niya.
Ano lang po, yung mga secret, like, hindi pa
we
ready
can't let
to,
other people know just yet. Ganun.
Yeah.
Pero hindi dahil, di natin pwede pa alam kasi asawa
wag
ko.
ganun, wag
Walang
ganun.
ganun, guys. Walang ganun. Please, please.
Hindi counted yun, guys. Bawal yun.
Bawal po yun.
So, yeah.
Thank you for streaming the song, pero please do better.
Basta, yun, hindi counted yun, guys. Sorry, but,
we
Yeah.
don't condone.
yeah. We don't tolerate.
We don't tolerate those
tolerate.
kinds of relationships. Okay, moving on. Another song naman from you that you'll be performing for us later. It's 19. Pero tama ba? Maybe I'm wrong. Pero tama ba? Walang 19 sa song na
walang
yun.
19 sa song.
So I'm curious as to why it's named 19.
yeah.
Is it a song based on memory from that age maybe? Or I don't know
Yeah.
how old are you? Like, baka 17 ka pa lang or something. Anyway.
I'm
carry
22
on.
na eh.
Okay, carry on then.
Actually, I wrote this song nung I just turned 20.
Aha.
So, parang, like, nasulat ko siya dahil, like, mga experiences ko nung when I was 19. So, actually, yung song, parang, about siya sa, like, imagination ko. Then, like, sa pagiging, ano yung feeling ng maging in love with the person.
Uh-huh. But you
So-
weren't. There wasn't anyone.
I mean, before, chika.
So, ito na nga.
Maybe, but yeah, like that. So, like, experiences ko, like, nung when I was 19, like that, yeah.
Kung ano mo yung mga experience yan ng 19 siya, abangan sa kanta. Sa performance
Yeah.
later on,
Hulaan nyo
guys.
na lang.
Yes, you might be, you might be getting some clues from the song later on. So check it out, happening towards the end of the interview. For now, though, we are gonna get to the official part of the interview. So this one, it's a three-tiered spicy leveled interview, starting with the You Drive Me Nuts, kasi nga ito naman manilang to sa'yo. Yung mga pulutan themed yung mga interview namin, and who's the actual pulutan? Well, ikaw. So starting with this one, You Drive Me Nuts, again first level, and it's easy to answer the questions for sure for you. So it is a known fact that you come from a family that has a heart for music. Did that specific family trait naturally just make you fall in love with the craft, or na-feel mo ba na mayroong pressure na luminya ka rin sa pagki-musician?
Actually, kasi I grew up listening to music because of my dad. So, laking musicians talaga kami magkakapatid. So, growing up, na-feel ko talaga na gusto ko talaga mag-music. Like, I'm passionate about it. So, like, every time na I make music, I just feel happy. Like I just feel like enthusiastic. Ganun, like, parang every time na I make music. So, siguro may moments na I'm kind of pressured. I think di naman talaga naiiwasan yun minsan sa pagiging artist. Like, kung ano yung mga expectations sa'yo. But, yun, pero tuloy-tuloy lang naman ginagawa ko kahit na minsan kinakabahan ako, parang ngayon.
Hindi naman halata. No, but who puts the pressure on you? Is it more from yourself or from the peers surrounding you, or is it even family?
Maybe more from myself. Maybe like sometimes I'm doubting myself. But no, don't doubt yourself. Like
Tama, tama.
you just need to believe in yourself and yeah, need to work on that more.
Well, at least ano naman, at least it's good to know that it's better that the pressure is coming from yourself, because we're normally our worst critics naman talaga, di ba? Versus kung it's the family that pressures you, ano na, ba't kanyang ginawa mo? Parang mas okay pag, di ba? At least you know that it's coming from you, na mas mamamanage mo kesa from your family or your friends even. So, yay, good for you. But going back to how you were describing how you like to write music, you're just so giddy, you're just so happy when you talk about how you really enjoy music and writing it. And even one time, if I'm not mistaken, you've described your music as a hug for your listeners, especially for the queer community. Have you experienced any heartfelt and really touching na experiences kasama ang fans mo na nakatulong ka raw sa pinagdadaanan nila sa buhay? May mga ganun ba?
Yeah, actually, madaming moments na ganun. Like, sobrang natatouch ako kahit ako mismo kasi sila yung nagiging strength and motivation ko to continue to make music. Kasi I wanna make them feel heard and understood through my music. So, and like natutuwa lang ako kasi may moments na kahit na mga mas bata sa akin, like, na-inspire daw sila through my music, like, hindi lang ako paniwala na parang like mga kids, parang na-inspire din sila. And lalo na, like, one time, parang may nag-message sa akin. Ito yung, like, tumatak talaga sa akin. Kasi, sabi niya sa akin, like, naka-help daw talaga yung music ko sa mental health niya. So, parang yun talaga yung goal ko in the first place, na yung music ko parang maging hug, like a warm hug to them. So, yeah.
Grabe, would you ever imagine yourself, even at this early age, would you ever imagine that you might be some sort of mentor to another batch of musicians in the future? Like, at this stage in your life, kaya mo na kaya?
Tingnan natin. Maybe.
Oh,
In the future, yeah,
why does
maybe.
it sound like there's
Yeah.
something brewing na hindi lang natin alam? Hindi ako sure. Malalaman natin.
Sure, malalaman natin.
But yeah, because the way you were describing it again, parang, well, obviously aside from your music touching so many lives, in the personal sense, pero parang I've also imagined that your music can also be an inspiration for a lot of budding musicians, parang ganun,
Yeah.
diba? So, magiging mentor ba ang friend natin ngayon?
Pwede.
Pwede, why not,
Pwede,
diba?
why not?
Alright. Nabanggit mo rin that being in school transforms songwriting from a lonely activity into a shared, safe space with your friends. Anong learnings mo sa music production course mo, which you're taking right now, na you feel like you would not have been able to pick up if you didn't formally take up the music production? Meron ba ganun?
Yeah. Actually, at first, parang I wasn't like planning to go to college. I mean, gusto ko talaga mag-college, but like, kasi I started like making music na. So, parang I doubted myself if kaya ko siyang pagsabayin, like yung school and career. But that was the best decision I've ever made. Like na nag-school ako, like nag-music production ako kasi like dun ko na nahanap yung circle ko And like, yung sarili ko din mismo, like, dun ko hanap yung sarili ko and yung mga gusto kong gawin talaga in life. And I think mas nakalabas ako sa comfort zone nung nag-study ako in school. So,
And would
yeah.
you say na, I mean, I'm sure again coming from a background of musicians, diba, with the family of musicians, you would say that you've already had a lot of learnings under your belt. Pero would you say na nung pagpasok mo ng college, ang dami pa pala talaga kailangan. So many things to learn pa. And you've only ever hit the surface with what you've learned. Would you say that?
Yeah. Actually, I took a gap year kasi before college. So like parang mga 2 years akong, kasi syempre nung pandemic online eh. Like parang 3 years akong online and then after that, I took a gap year. So natakot ako at first kasi like nakalimutan ko yung feeling na pupunta sa school. pero yeah, like nagulat ako kasi like yun nga, our best decision na
That's
I've
good.
made,
That's
like,
good, and that's
yeah.
also very encouraging. And I really mean this because, just throwing this out there, I did not finish college, and I don't encourage people that talaga. Like, yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunities and the work I have now, pero I will never encourage people to wag niyo na tapusin school niyo, wag niyo na ituloy yan, parang ganun. So I'll always encourage people to go back to school if they can, or go to school, go to college, and in your experience in general, ayun nga na you have so much to learn pa pala ng akala mo, you know, even with being in the field for so long, ang dami pa rin pwedeng matutunan. And yung sabi mo nga, yung circle mo, yung friends mo, di ba? And that's not something you can just easily pick up anywhere. Iba pa rin talaga yung having to spend a lot of time with people, with the same group of people for 3 years, 4 years, ganun, di ba? So, stay in school, guys.
Yes, don't skip.
Don't skip school.
Don't
stay
cut.
in school. Yes. Yun lang naman talaga yung point ko dun. Okay, moving on. Before the big stage, you spent hours watching music production tutorials on YouTube during the pandemic and recorded covers of Clero and Rion in your bedroom. What was the turning point that made you believe this could become more than just a passionate hobby? Like, you know what? Tuloy ko na to.
So, actually, before I start making music, si Clairo, I don't know if you know Clairo, like the artist, international artist. So, siya yung naging like inspiration ko talaga why I started making music. So, siya yung pinapanood ko lang nung pandemic. So, na-inspire talaga ako to make music because of her. And nung point na parang naisip ko, parang I really wanna do this. I wanna make music is naisip ko na yun nga, maraming na-inspire the people around me through my music na I wanna make them feel heard and yun, like a warm hug nga sa kanila. And gusto kong, kasi every time na nagigig ako, wala, super saya lang ng feeling na, lalo na pag live performance, like, nakaka-interact ko yung mga fans and audience. So, and also, nagkakaroon ako ng connection sa kanila, like, parang emotionally, like, and mentally. So, natutuwa ako na every time na nakikita ko sila, yung mga faces nila na masaya pag every time na nanonood sila ng gigs ko. So, yun pa lang, like, natutuwa na ako. Like, na marami akong nai-inspire through my music.
Grabe, no, what if you didn't actually do that whole thing you did during the pandemic, no? Like, would you still, do you feel that you would still be able to come to this point of being an actual musician and making your own songs? Sa tingin mo?
Feeling ko naman. Pero kasi, laking ano talaga kami. Like, sa art side talaga. Actually, gusto ko talaga is fashion design.
Wow.
Yeah, fashion.
We can tell. We can tell. That's why you've got this eye for
you.
fashion. Gets.
Yeah, maybe I could take it after music production, maybe, yeah.
Maybe you could put for however way bring them together. I don't know. You're
Yeah.
creative. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Ako, I believe in you.
Thank you.
You have my faith and my trust.
Thank
Eme.
you, thank you.
Ang galing. So, that just goes to show how incredibly talented you are, not just in music, but in arts in general. In the other case, it's fashion arts. Diba? Galing. Wow. How...
Thank you. This is thrifted, by the way.
Oh, nice, nice. You know what? I just asked a question earlier. What is the difference between ukay-ukay and vintage?
vintage.
Oo, kasi, I, not out of topic guys, out of topic. Kukwento ko lang nga. So I came to this store. Akala ko talaga ukay siya. Akala ko ukay. Like, oh, but like, excited ako. Like, yes, okay, another 1,000 peso haul ng 20 pieces of clothes or something. Pagkita ko, yung isang t-shirt was 15,000 pesos.
Oh,
And it's because it wasn't an ukay store. It was a vintage store.
vintage store.
15,000 pesos. Vintage store. But I swear when I walked in, mukha talaga siyang ukay. Parang, ang kulang na lang was the neon green hanger. Alam mo yun? The iconic.
The iconic
neon green hanger
green
ng ukay. Anyway, sorry. I'm digressing here. Please explain to me later though. Okay, moving on. Moving on back to the interview for Hangover. Again, we've got our guest with us, SHANNi, and yours truly. My name is Shai. Let's go back. This time, we're moving on to the spicier level of the interview, and this one is the chicharong or right. So, di ba kasi kanina mani lang ngayon chicharon na.
Chicharong.
So, you're gonna have to let us know if totoo nga ba mga pinagsasabi ng mga
Tayo,
tao.
chicharong.
We're witty that way. No, the crew, they're awesome. They're brilliant that way. Okay. So a lot of fans have pointed out your small discography. Meron ka na palang 5 songs over the course of almost 3 years. And because of this, people feel like your releases don't match the level of buzz around your name yet. But there's a compliment there somewhere. So, is this teacher wrong or right for you?
Chicharong?
Chicharong. Do
Chicharong.
tell. Why is it wrong? Kailangan ba ng maraming songs? Or what? Ano?
For me, I believe in quality over quantity.
Boom.
So, like, I mean, syempre, I wanna release more songs. Like, to connect with them.
Yes.
Lalo na emotionally. Like, syempre, pag ako may gusto kong artist, inaabangan ko din yung mga songs nila eh. Pero, like, if meron kang someone na you look up to, like, I don't wanna pressure them. Like, I wanna take their time to create art. So, kasi pag art, hindi yan minamadali. So, like, just take your time and be yourself. Yeah.
So kahit excited na excited ka na sa isang artist, like sige, if hindi pa sila ready to release, okay lang. So you're saying, guys, be patient. Ganon.
Yeah, be patient, don't gatekeep.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Totoo yan. For OPM especially, nako, I want OPM to keep flourishing. Like everyone will still share OPM. All right. Going back though, so that's how many songs in the past 3 years. But would you say you've written so much more? How many? What's a ballpark figure of how much songs you've written in the past 3 years? Sabi natin.
Maybe I've written like more than 20 songs.
Okay.
Like around
Not
20
bad, not bad.
songs. So, yeah.
So 20, but will any of them ever see the light of day? Or like, that's just for me, parang...
Yeah, may songs na parang it's just for me. But may songs din na maybe like I'll release it someday. So, abangan niyo lang.
Another
Yeah.
thing to abang.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, be patient guys and there will be more songs released. Wala naman, you're far from the point pa naman of your life na, you know what, I'm done, di na ako mag-release ng song. Malayo pa naman, di ba?
Yeah, malayo pa
Okay,
naman.
okay. For clarity's sake, malayo pa naman.
Yeah, malayo pa naman.
Moving on to this, continuing rather with this line of questioning, we've noticed that you're not exactly active on social media, but on TikTok though, I think that's your most active one. And because of this, some fans are worried that the gap between your song's hype and your online presence could hurt you. O diba? Kala mo, yung mga managers yan. Hindi ka rin makakapasok ng mainstream kung ganito ka katahimik. O ano na?
Yeah.
Is this teacher wrong or right for you?
Medyo parang nasa middle ako ng onti.
Sige, ito na lang. What is the reason why you're not very much into social media? Di mo lang feel? Or like, is it a strategy?
Sometimes kasi I take a break on social media. And then usually when I take a break, dun ako gumagawa ng songs. So, and then after like I do my own thing, dun ako gumagawa ng content. So that's why mas active ako sa TikTok kasi dun mostly like yung platform like ng pag-promote daw, like usually like you should like post more ganyan.
Let people use your song.
Yeah,
Create videos, ganun.
yeah, but for me like lalo na sa mga artists like aspiring musicians like me, like ayoko ma-feel na ma-pressure sila. Just keep doing what you're doing and never get tired of it, and keep making art and keep doing what you love, and don't let anyone bring you down. Yeah, just like that.
And it seems like you're also very, you're in good control of your mental health when it comes to that. Parang kasi the fact that you're not completely out of social media pa. Kasi diba like a lot, I mean I definitely understand a lot of artists when they choose to really take themselves out of social media kasi like napapagod na sila ganun. But in your case, kaya pa siyang
Kaya pa
i-balance.
naman,
But here's
i-balance,
a question, a personal one this time. Mahilig ka ba like doom scroll on social media?
Yeah, some-
Just for yung wala lang like bago
Yeah.
matulog, pagkagising.
Lalo na sa TikTok.
Oo,
And that's
diba?
why I'm trying to lessen my screen time.
Yes, yes.
Kasi yung attention span ko mas like,
Oo,
pag sa TikTok, yun yung siguro like yung downside ng TikTok. Like medyo, like yung attention span mo, medyo like magiging.
I totally get that. Grabe, no? You get easily distracted na. And then yun nga,
Yeah.
like, we want to consume short media na lang from time to time.
Yeah.
Ganun, which is, it's not the best way to consume media, I would say. Yun na lang. But, yes, controlling your social media.
Yeah, that's
intake,
why sometimes
control lang,
I
guys.
take a break, but syempre from time to time kinakamusta ko sila kasi
Yeah. I'm sure your fans, I mean, in general naman, we would love to see more. We would love to consume more of you on social media. But I get why you're controlling yourself na lang. Which is galing. All right. Diba? So, officially, both questions were teacher wrong. Ayan. And you got your explanation. I hope you fans are satisfied. Now, moving on to the last interview, the last portion. This one is the SSG, the spicy sizzling gossip. This is the spiciest level yet. Here we expect the stripped down, unfiltered version of you. The circulating issues we've dug up might be shocking, so be prepared to answer truthfully. Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum.
So, people online have noticed that you're from a family of musicians. That's been around for a while now. This isn't really an issue, but some have said that may clout lang naman si SHANNi dahil kapatid niya si ganito ganyan. Now, how do you respond to listeners who assume your opportunities come from your family name?
So usually
This isn't the first time you've heard this story.
Yeah.
Game.
actually I heard this a lot. Yeah.
Sanay na siya. Sanay na si
sanay
Shani.
na ako actually. And for me, hindi kasi talaga may iwasan na ma-associate ako with my brother. Kasi syempre, brother ko siya eh. Pero, pag ganun, actually, hindi ako masyado nagpapa-affect. Kasi, I have my own craft and personality. Like, magkaiba kami ng personality ng kapatid ko. So, di talaga siya may iwasan. And, yun, tuloy-tuloy lang yung ginagawa ko and just being myself and like authentic, like yung kung sino si SHANNi, like siya, may sarili siyang like personality and craft. So, yeah.
Ayun yung gumawa ng, this is just a thought. Ayun yung gumawa ng issue, kunwari magkaaway kayo. Diba? Diba parang, pang onting drama lang. Like, hala, yung magkapatid, di pala sila okay. Kaya kanino kaya, pakinggan ko nga baka may chismis sa isang kanta nila. Pakinggan, stream ko kaya. Suggestion lang po. Bahala na po kayo. Pero wala namang issue within the family in general.
Wala naman.
Diba? Like, ano lang talaga, like people really just want drama. Yun lang.
Yeah.
Tinan mo ako. Kumbaga, like, you know what, if you guys want something of a drama of some sort, sige na. Gagawin na namin. Wag naman. But yeah, that's good. And generally nga rin, because you've been a family of musicians for the longest time. It's not like, sige, let me ride on let me ride on this. Total musician na yung kapatid ko. Ako rin, sige. 'Di ba? Hindi naman
Yeah,
siguro kayo.
hindi
Because you've
naman
been into this for so long already.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, yun yung like before I started making music. Like iniisip ko yun na parang like ganun yung isipin nila about me. But like over time, yun, naisip ko na may sarili akong like art na ginagawa. Like, and iba din yung gusto kong gawin with myself and yun para sa mga fans na gusto kong ma-inspire pa.
Basta ako talaga feel ko dapat nag-aaway kay kunwari. Kunwari lang naman. Eme.
Kunyari lang.
Eme. Moving on. This one for the next question for SSG. An article about one of your recent songs, SSS,
Yeah,
this
SSS.
song, have mentioned that it leans so hard into retro aesthetics that it risks feeling like a cover of an era rather than a fresh take on it. Taray ng review. Okay. Considering this, have you worried that people might hear your songs as more of a throwback only instead of a present song from SHANNi?
For me, kasi hindi naiiwasan minsan na, di ba, when you listen to like a new song, like sometimes maririnig mo na parang may katunog or like yung elements na ginamit for this song. So usually kasi, sometimes kaming mga artist, like when we make music, may mga pegs kami. Like we listen to like other songs, like samples, like ganun. So, di naman ako like na-often pag parang, ay may katunog. Parang mas natutuwa pa nga kasi like, na-inspire ako sa ibang artist and like ibang songs. That's why like I wrote that song. Like na-inspire ako. Pero hindi naman like yung ginaya talaga yung song. Kumbaga parang like naging inspiration mo yung artist na yun. So, yeah.
Well, at least you're admitting naman na you truly get inspired by a lot of artists and that's why sometimes may katunog, di ba? On a side note, I cannot get through the technicalities because I'm not a musician. But I remember Charlie Puth made an explanation about that. He mentioned about how a lot of songs have the same chords.
Yeah.
And if it's this amount of chords, hindi pa yan ginagaya. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Pero like if it's this certain amounts, like that's when, you know what, we could actually go through legal stuff about this. Parang ganun or something. So in the most case naman daw, for many musicians in general, wala naman daw, again, hindi siya like yung, like, oh, you're copywriting or something. Wala naman daw ganun. So, Charlie Puth, the brilliant mind, go check him out on TikTok. He has a very detailed explanation about why a lot of artists sound like others artists or why a lot of songs sound like other songs. Parang ganun. So,
Minsan kasi hindi mo rin mapapansin
Yes.
na baka narinig mo na before but you don't remember na, ay,
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And yun nga, mali mo pala you were inspired without realizing that that's where you got it from, diba? So, hindi naman sadya na gagayahin ko to, ibahin ko lang yung assignment ng onte.
yeah. I agree.
Like we used to do back in the day. Anyway. So yes, thank you. Thank you for clarifying a lot of concerns from fans and even from articles na who wrote some stuff that you couldn't speak about. You couldn't defend yourself. You didn't have avenue to defend yourself. And well, here we are now. The air is now cleared and we can all continue with our lives, guys.
Yes.
And keep supporting OPM and keep supporting SHANNi and her music. Galing.
Thank you.
Thank you also. Genuinely. This was such a very nice interview to have on a middle of the sickly January. So you're very refreshing to have is all I want to say. So thank you so much. And before we get to listen to your song 19, which doesn't have the word 19 on it, anyway, we will first ask you to have a toast. So who would you want to make a toast to? Kung sino man or a group or mga kaaway mo, makalawa mo, mga may utang sa'yo or something, maybe make a toast to them. Let's raise your glass to them.
Sa my birthday.
Sa my birthday, thank you sa lechon!
Thank you sa lechon.
So kay kuya lang talaga yung toast mo. Yun lang. I love it. Cheers. Cheers to you. Happy birthday, thank you sa lechon. There we go. A very warm and meaningful toast. This time, do let us know where we can check you out on online, or if you've got something going on for yourself, right over there.
So you can follow my socials on TikTok, Shanti Silonga with a Y. And on IG also Shanti Silonga. And on Spotify, SHANNi, and you can stream my songs there. And also on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys.
And hopefully, you also get to listen to your new songs very soon.
Yeah.
The one that you heard. I mean, you recorded over here, coming over here, or the other ones that's just in your baul for quite a while. Malay natin, diba? But in due time, no pressure. Whenever that comes out, we're gonna wait for that.
Thank you.
Thank you as well,
Abangan nyo.
Shani.
Yeah.
So, sana naman nag-enjoy ka sa interview.
super.
I mean, you've been telling me that you're a nervous wreck when it comes to interviews, pero parang hindi naman. You know, you're so fun to be with, and your personality and your music, like you said, it's such a huggy feeling, and I get that so much now that I've actually spoken to you. So thank you, and we hope to have you back here.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, boys and girls, chasers, we wrap up another interview for Hangover. Thank you again for choosing to tune in and watch and share this video. And right now, let us check out SHANNi's performance of her song 19. Once again, my name is Shai, saying love you. Bye. SHANNi, up next.
Bye, guys. I love you guys.